Hello everybody and welcome to CrossRap webinar. Today we are going through our services. One moment please. Okay, and also very nice to meet you everybody on the recording side if you are watching this in the future. Few basics moments for this event. This is done by GoToWebinar platform, and as already said, the presentation is recorded. The questions, if you use the questions possibility in the GoToWebinar application, those are private and only we can see them, but chat is open to everybody. If something comes to the event, some problem you cannot hear, you cannot see, please use the chat. Our staff is there to help you. And if anything other comes up, please use that. Everybody who has registered to this webinar will get this recording, and later this year we will put this video to our YouTube channel. Today we go through about CrossRap services. Some of these are old and already been used. Some of these are new things you may not heard from them, but everything will be go through today. If you have some questions, you can use the questions platform during the event, or then we can also go through them in the last part of this webinar. A little bit about myself. I'm Erno. I'm with the background of mechanical engineer. I have been worked in CrossRap almost over 3 years now, and nowadays I'm in part of after sales team. My main activities are related to audit visits, upgrades, modifications, service visits, and also spare parts. When I'm not working in CrossRap, I use my free time with my wife and our 2 dogs. I have also found a way to do with my hands with woodworking, and you can see an example over there in the right corner where our kitchen table is made by myself. I have also do some kind of photography, and my bad habit is whiskey. Something has from the beginning of this year, CrossRap went through some changes, and here is our new CEO starting from this year, Jukka Pennanen, and some ideas from Jukka. Combining know-how, which we all have, creates a huge potential. And this is what we have trying to do this year for all in CrossRap after sales. So we want to invest more in after sales, more products, more personnel to the team, and also more contacting to the customers. If you are already our existing customer with the machine, you have seen a message from us or phone call, and then all this relates to this new strategy. This all has resulted as 25% increase in sales, but more importantly, our customers have been getting more from their machines. I have made 3 categories for this: optimization, longevity, and adapting. All these will be gone through during this webinar, and more of them later. Our first new product for this year, audit visits. What is an audit visit? It is a service what you can order from us, and you get from there an inspection for your machine, where we go through in detail the machine condition, what is maybe the upgrades that can be implemented to your machine, and also the current status, for example, the staff. How do the operators use the machine? Is it the correct way? Is something needed to be upgraded? Maybe teach a little bit more. And all this can be done in one day. We can do this in one day, the inspection, and you do not have to shut down production for this. We have made 3 categories for audit: remote, on-site, and then on-site machine condition review. In remote audit, we use our remote connection for connecting to your machine, and then our operator goes through what is the basic data on your machine, how much it has been under production, alarm log, and also operational capacity. This is the most cost-efficient way to go through your machine, but still you can get very broad approach from the machine. How does it work? How does the operations work? And also the recommendation for the future. On-site audit, what has been our to-go service for this year, is a visit made by our technician to customer site, where we come and see and talk, and also observe the machine, go through in detail all the components, what is the functioning of them, what does the operators say. Usually the operators has the best knowledge on the machine. They know if there's something going on it, what needs to be done, and all this is then reported, and the customer, you will get a report from this. On-site audit is 1 day visit, 10 hours per day, and from there we can go through almost everything what we can do with the machine. This includes also all the production speed, alarm lock, for example, and small optimization of the machine also can be done with the visit. On-site machine condition review is aimed for customers, dealers, or new customers who want to buy used cross-wrap machine. We go to the site, we go through the same principles as in the previous services, but from the information you can make your decision. Is the machine, in what kind of condition is it, and how much does it cost to get the machine up and running? This is also a 1 day visit with the machine, and from there, with the report, you can make your own decision in what condition the machine is. Then we go to the service. Service has been done before and from the day one started with the cross-wrap. So this is not so new kind of service, but still we have made some adjustment and also created very specific ideas and strategies behind this, all of this. And why do you need service? It is to prevent any excess downtime in production. It also increases the machine lifetime. So, and you will keep the machine resale value at the maximum level. From the service visits, you also get the report related to the machine and also the upgrades and all the other performance related matters. Over here, we have also 3 main categories for service. Preventive maintenance visit is a 1-day visit for the machine. We can do it during production, but usually these visits are, of course, done. We have to shut down the machine and then go through it more detail. So few hours of production lost is happened for this. From the inspection, we can also evaluate the operator skill level related for the machine use and also, for example, the safety use of the machine. Then service visit. Service visit is more in depth done a service, so we can go through the machine in more detail and what makes the difference between the previous one is that usually this is the 2-day job with the machine. Service visits usually also include some kind of idea from the customer that something needs to be done. So we use the 1 day for the service to do the basic things by hour rate, and then the second day is we focus on the issue or problem with the machine, what is occurring. From this service, from this visit, you also will get the report and service done status with your machine. And the third one, service plan, is tailor-made service to you. We have many types or different types of machine. So one kind of service visit, service plan does not maybe apply to the other. So this is always made with the tailor-made to your need. Some customers have multiple hour machines in one factory, so that also needs to be taken in consideration when service plan is on the go. It is one tailored price, including all the costs what is related for the trip. You get machine condition assessment during the visit, spare and wear parts for all the needed changes can be agreed and included or excluded from that can be done in a way what you like. And also from here you will again get the recommendation for the upgrades if you need to upgrade the machine in some way, if you want to achieve something more or adapt the machine in some way. That will be coming in the next phase of this webinar. And also you will get the service done status for the machine. Then spare parts. Cross-wrap spare parts from our factory is the best way to keep your machine in perfect working condition. And also you will get the best compatibility with your machine with our spare parts. Our spare parts also include the latest parts. So if there's some kind of change happened from the manufacturer, all this is taken consideration when you buy from us. Spare parts is always the best way to avoid unnecessary downtime. And then if you have the spare parts in your warehouse already near the machine or anywhere else, it is always more efficient way to get the machine again in production and when you have spare parts ready. We have made 3 packages for this spare parts, and let's go to those next. With the package with the machine, if you buy the spare part set, you will get the 10% price reduction, compared to the package if you buy them separately, buy the parts separately. Basic level is the minimum which we suggest to you, but it still includes all the necessary for basic everyday use. With the higher level of these basic spare parts packages, you will get more and more, and in the latest one you will get almost everything what is needed for the machine. Difference between advanced and basic is the price reduction, so we go up to 50%, and in expert it is still the minus 50% price reduction. Expert spare parts package includes almost everything what is included to the machine to get it up and running. Trainings. Training is also one of our newest products for this year. So we have found out that our customers have issues with changing operators. So and also when a cross-wrap machine is installed and your personnel is trained, it has happened many times that after that, when the new operators come to the site, the information for how the machine is working has lost during the personnel change. So with our training, our technician will come to the site, and also, or then we go online, depends on the package. But this is to help you to prevent all the excess downtime, and also improve your operator's usage of the machine, so you will use it correctly, and that way you will get the most from the machine. On the training side, we have also 3 levels of packages what you can choose from, starting from online training. When we go and make a 2-hour online training for you and for your operators, we can select a specific topic what is needed, maybe operation, maybe maintenance, the basic maintenance routines for our machines, or anything else. This training, online training, will include Q&A session, so you will get a way to affect on the training and also ask maybe something if something has come up during the training. On-site training, again, it is the most commonly one what we have been sold. When we travel to the site, our technician will be able to guide your operators through the machine, next to the machine, when it's on maintenance or when it's during operation. So when keeping hands in the subject, so to speak, then I think that is the best way to get the information correctly. And also during that time, new operators may found out something what is happening on the machine, and we can go through those issues and then also train the operators to handle the happening. From this training, as also from the online training, you will get the material used in the training afterwards, so you can come back to the training itself. And then third one of the trainings, it's the tailored training packages, which we include online training maybe 1 or 2 weeks before we come to the factory, when we go through the basic training routines of the use of the machine, maintenance, and then when we are at the site next to the machine, we can go more depth into the matters at hand. Next one is modifications. Modifications are done in very tailored manner. These are few examples what we have been doing, and these are very customer specific and also the customer environment specific matter. So this is just to give you some kind of idea what can be done and what we can do. First one is recommissioning of a wrapping machine in Svalbard, Norway, near the North Pole, where our customer invested into new shredder, so not cross-wrap machine, but still related to us in a way that the new process line needed to be changed to the factory, from factory to a new one. And cross-wrap was involved in this process by giving instructions and guidance from when the machine was lifted and moved to the next place, to the next factory. And then when the process line was going on for the commissioning, our technician traveled to the site to help our partner to ensure that the machine started in correct way. In this case, the commissioning also included inspection. So it was almost 5 years when we was visited this machine beforehand. So we wanted to include this kind of service for this also. We could go through all the spare parts what was missing or needed for the machine, and when the commissioning started, machine we were supposed to run, they run like they do. This modification did not include any. It did not include any alteration of the mechanical side of the machine or electrical side. So this was only a service. But for this next modification, turning table, we include also components, and we will go through that next. The turning table example in Norway, in Stokke, where our customer used this angled bale track to later process their material, what they were baling. There was two types of material. Other one was what needed to be wrapped, and the other material did not needed to be wrapped. So we Crosswrap came a solution where we would replace the angle track with a turning table, and it looked like this. So from the picture you can see our wrapping machine over here, and here is the old process line. So we did not have to move the baler, for example, which is very expensive to work to do on other process line. Only what was done was to cut the bale track over here. We included from our factory turning table for the process line, and now the customer can choose if they need to wrap the material when the material comes to the wrapping process, or in the bypass mode when the material goes through, like over here. So in this case, the customer did not need to wrap the cardboard bales, and the material just flows through over here. This delivery included the components needed for this modification, also our mechanical and hydraulic and electrical planning, of course, and then technical work, installation, supervision, and commissioning, which was completed in 5 days. Next topic is consumables. This is also very new and product for this year. We have our own branded Crosswrap White, which is durable stretch film for waste bales. It is suitable, as I said, waste bales, and it is used to protect the material during transportation, storage, and handling. We use low density polyethylene with UV stabilizer on it. And the main point which might make a difference to the competition is that we use at least 20% recycled raw material in our wrapping film. Then a product which is not yet to be unleashed but still under development is our Crosswrap net, which is used for our direct wrapping machine with the net option. And the net is used for increased durability of the bales during transportation, storage, and handling. What makes our net different than maybe the competition is that our net can be stretched a little bit, and we can apply it much more smoothly to the bale. Then our updated web page and also our smart portal, which was launched in IFAT in May of this year. So from our website, you can see the customer support services where you can find information related to the matters which has been gone through in this event, and also our Crosswrap Smart. From here you can start the registration to yourself, and if you want some kind of contact to make us from the service side, you can use our web page form, Also, you can contact us directly, me or all the other ones who are in our service team for service-related matter. And then one little bit of Christmas present to everybody over there. We have made a campaign related to our smart portal. So if you register, you can be an existing customer, but just not registered to the customer portal yet. You have still time for this year to register to the portal and make a spare part order, and you will receive a 10% discount for the order. And you will be, this is valid for this year. Okay. Thanks for this session. If you have questions, please, now is the time. We can use. I can go through over here. You can use the webinar, go to webinar portal. There's the question sites if you have something. Also, if questions can arise after this, no worry, that can be also done. Just use the web page or any other method of contacting us. Here's some questions for delivery time. Delivery time related to basic, advanced, and expert packages. Most of our spare part packages we have already in our warehouse here in Finland. So depending on the destination in Europe, 1 week, 2 weeks, and also, and of course, then adding to that the correct shipping time. Usually in a 2 weeks, I could say. Another question: what is your coverage in field service in Europe? Crossrap is now expanding our partnership with our local partners in Europe, and in current situation we have local partners in Italy, in Austria, and also in the UK. And next steps will be happening on during the few next months. So from there you will be noted when we get the more partners in the local ship. When in a situation when a local partner is not available or not has been established yet, then we have our own technician traveling from here in Finland, and we come to you. That is not a big deal for us. Is there a general upgrade recommendation for Crossrap machines available? One general upgrade and recommendation for the Crossrap machine is now our remote connection campaign. You have maybe seen an email from that. So when the machine is not already established with the remote connection, it takes much time to get the machine online, but when we have to send the correct components to you, and then of course then make the right adjustments. But if you buy the remote connection now and it's already established, we can log in to the machine in case of some event, maybe some kind of issues are happening during the production. And for those kind of situations, it's not always very cost efficient way to send a technician, our local or then from Finland, and we can do a little bit problem solving already in the remote way with the right connection, with the remote connection to the machine. So that would be very general upgrade to every machine, dewiring, board packaging, or waste wrapper, for example. Please, if you still have any questions, we have time over here. If nothing does not arise, then we will end this webinar and we can continue our work. But let's see if something comes up over here. Okay. No more questions did not arise, so I would like to thank you everybody for this meeting, for this webinar. I hope you get an good explanation of cross-wrap after sales and all of our services. For the future, I can say that there is still, we have started our planning already for the next year for new services, what we are now, we will bring up in next year. And also, please, if anything comes up with the machine, contact us. We are very happy to help you in any way if you want. There's still something over here. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much for this event, and we will see you in the future.